see how well this goes. What's up, Har? How you doing? I think you're like the only one here at the moment, so I don't know how well this is gonna stream. It's been kind of hit and miss lately with the streams, so I don't know. I'm a bit late. I wanted to do this like about an hour ago, but I went out to lunch. I was hungry. Plus, I had to deal with stuff about my truck today. Quick update on the truck. It's considered a loss. So they're going to come take it. It's going to get salvaged, and then I'm going to basically get a new vehicle in the near future. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that. Hopefully by this time, either by next Thursday or Friday, maybe sooner. We'll see how things go. I'll get my own vehicle, or new vehicle, new-ish vehicle, whatever. Probably not gonna be brand new, but we'll see what I can get and go from there. Unfortunately, I found out I cannot get a rental because my insurance only covers it if the person who hit me's insurance, the person who hit me, his insurance would cover my rental, but since I don't know who that is and the guy got away, I can't get a rental. So it's like I'm kind of screwed as far as having a vehicle for right now is. That's my going July. I broke as shit, though I've been scooting everywhere. I should have like invested in a deer are the worst little forest rat. You know what's funny? You bring that up, cheeseburger. I was out a couple weeks ago. I was out in the Pennsylvania, New Jersey area, right? And I can't help but notice that when you're driving, like, one of the many crazy things I've seen in the streets while driving in Jersey is like you'll see a sign that warns you that it's a deer crossing. It's telling you that if you drive down this road, deer will be crossing. And the next sign tells you that the speed limit is 55 miles per hour. So I'm like trying to figure out the lines. Like you can go 55 miles per hour, but there's a good chance that a deer will cross the road. So it's like it seems like they're setting you up for failure. 55 speed limit, and deer will probably come across your path as you're driving. That seems bad. So I can see how. I'm not saying you live in the Jersey area, but I can see how you would. I can see how that would happen. Yep, they're everywhere in Michigan too, and they come out of nowhere. When I was going right, I'm like they tell you. They give you a warning that that deer will cross, but then they give you like these high speed limits on the same thing. I'm just like you can't win. But yeah, I found that. Like I said, I'm not like Michigan sounds like a place. I'm not saying like any place that basically has deer crossing. Some of it is out where I live too. They're deer crossing, but then it's like the speed limit's pretty high. But anyway, like I was saying, since the guy who crashed into my truck took off, and I don't know who it is. If that guy, my insurance only covers the rental if the other person's insurance covers my rental. But I'm guessing since the guy who decided to crash into my truck and then take off, there's a good chance he doesn't have insurance because he left. And now I got nothing to work with. Like I said, I will be getting my vehicle. I will be getting a new vehicle. They're going to send me the check for the damages. They're going to send me it probably also through in because I decided to have the cart to truck salvaged. They're like, oh, you don't have to do it. I'm like, why am I going to have my truck sit here useless in my driveway. It's just, it's a lot, you know. I'm like, just get it out of here as soon as possible. I need to get whatever money I can to get a new vehicle as quickly as possible. Especially since I gotta go to work and stuff. Do you have insurance in... I have insurance. My insurance is covering... Oh, no, yeah, we need insurance. We're not allowed... Well, yeah. By law, you have to have insurance here as well. I think that's a universal thing, right? That's gotta be, right? At least in the U.S., I mean, I have a feeling I'm not going to get... It really depends how much money I get based on the damage and the mileage and stuff like that. I just hope it covers enough so I can put a down payment and get a new vehicle, because like I gotta go to work. Maybe I gotta take the bus for a day or two. I don't know. We'll see. I've heard other states not crying. Wow, that's dumb. Yeah, by law, you need to have... You can't be out driving without insurance. I mean, when I bought the truck, the truck I bought was my first vehicle. Okay, that's my first car that I have bought, and yeah, it was the first car that I bought, and I didn't have insurance because I had a vehicle, and I wasn't allowed to leave the dealership until I got insurance for it, which I did, and stuff like that. But yeah, you can't even drive. You can't drive it off the lot either, unless you have insurance. I obviously have insurance now, so when I get the new car, I'll be like, okay, this is my new car. This is the make. This is the model. This is all that stuff like that. I really like I'm worried they're gonna raise my insurance, which kind of pisses me off because it was not my fault. Okay, I was not driving the vehicle. Like I said, my truck was sitting right there in my driveway. I'm here in my room, laying down on this very bed, watching that very TV. You can't see the TV, but the TV's over there. Watching that very TV, and then all the shit happened, and when I ran outside, I saw the damage. But I was not driving the vehicle at the time, thankfully. But yeah, so... all that's going down. They're coming to pick up the car either later today or tomorrow. Right, and then boom. I mean, seriously, I heard the screeching, then I heard an explosion. I did not think it was my house and my vehicle that it happened to. And then I got outside. And then I noticed like I told the story last time, but I noticed the garage door hanging off my truck. I didn't even see the damage on my truck yet. I didn't realize it until I walked around. And then I saw the door and the window and all that. I was like, that's not up to me. All right, we rent the house. We rent the house. So the owner of the house is getting with his insurance, and they're gonna, you know, I really don't know how all that stuff works. I know they got to get like approval to have it built or something like that. It's got to be fixed. Like I said, there's nothing in there that is going to be a loss, but that's up to the owner whether or not he wants to get this, what he wants to do. It's pretty messed up though, so I'm just like... But anyway, that's the update on that. I'm getting a new vehicle soon. Can't type right now. But yeah, all that is yeah, so anyway. That's what I'm dealing with right now. And I'm not going to have a vehicle for at least another week, I want to say. Like I said, hopefully I should get my insurance money and anything else out of this. And then go from there. So, right now, just hoping for the best. And hopefully, hoping I have enough to work with to get this moving forward. This is all new to me. I've never had this problem before. No, I'm super pissed I can't get a rental because of the guy that hit my truck took off and I don't know who did it. Anyway. With all that being said. Let's go ahead and start the conversation with what's going on with Twitch today. Well, not so much today. But, I think yesterday... Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can pull it up. 1 second here. We're gonna do some reading here, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go over the new stuff that Twitch decided was okay. Yippee. So, okay, let me go to... Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and go to... Alright. So, this is from Dextero on Twitter. Twitch will now allow artistic nudity... What the hell is that? What in the blue hell is artistic nudity for Twitch? Alright, I don't understand. Following the viral topless meta. So apparently, in case for those of you who don't really know this, and a lot of Twitch streamers, you know, they're out there and they're pretty much naked on Twitch, but they're like the camera is cut off like as much as they can without being... Let's see if I can, like, I don't know, I'm not be able to do this with the, like, for example, like, they're like this. They got no shirt on. And, like, it's cut off here. You can see as much booba as possible without seeing all of it. And they're doing this. And they're all oiled up. And, like, you know, I'm sorry I'm describing this, but I don't know. So they're doing... This has been going on... Hi, Peach. How's it going? This has been going on for quite some time. But apparently... You know, Twitch was looking the other way. They weren't saying or doing anything about it. And then this Twitch streamer, whose name I don't know, I'm not gonna one of the Twitch streamers doing this got banned for it. She got banned off of Twitter, off of Twitch. And a couple days later, Twitch decides, you know what? All that very close to being nudity on this... It's okay. We're going to allow it from now on. Alright, so let's continue. Twitch updated their sexual content policy. Why does Twitch have a sexual content policy? Changes. Certain content now allowed with labels. What kind of labels? I don't know. Artistic nudity, permitted under sexual themes. You know, outside of Twitch is full of simps. You know what? We're gonna get to that. We're gonna talk about that horror at the end of this. You are absolutely right, and there's a point to that I'm gonna make a little later on. We're gonna get to that. So here we are with now here's one that's been under a lot of fire lately for a long time on Twitch. Game nudity. You know, some games have nudity, and it's not like, you know, it's brief like that, but I wonder if, because there are certain games you couldn't play on Twitch. You couldn't stream on Twitch because of the sexual content. I mean, for example, there are like anime. Oh god. Don't ask me how I know this. It's not how you think. I don't know this how you think I know this, but believe me, I know this. Is, you know, you can buy games on Steam and stuff like that, which basically like it's basic. They're basically like full on sex scenes in the game. All right, remember that one I showed you, Peach, one time. I was going through the theme store, and they showed that one, and we're sitting there going, "What the f is this? What are we looking at?" Like in the video, they were straight up, and we're like, "What the hell's going on?" So I don't know. Can you play those games on there now? Can you play video games or just that show on, or you do full on sex scenes? I'm not gonna try. So before you all say anything, no, I'm not going to attempt it ever. So don't ask, okay? I'm not going to do it on Twitch. I'm not going to do YouTube. I'm not going to be that kind of streamer, okay? Let's try to have some dignity for my 3 viewers I have on my streams. Okay, body painting acceptable and appropriate with appropriate label. Now, body painting has been going on for a while, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It doesn't sound like body painting is under artistic nudity. I don't know if those are. They're making it sound like they're two separate things. I was thinking on Steam page, it was like Action RPG. Just I know, like I've seen a few. Some are animated, some are CGI looking. It's just like, you know, sometimes you're going through Steam, and you see some weird shit. Now, like I said, nothing I'm gonna show ever on here. Not even to just show what it is. I'm not gonna do that because I'm not trying to get in that kind of trouble. Can you do body paint? I'm wondering about that actually. Like if we us male streamers. What if we start doing that? What if we just straight up just like, you know, took our shirts off and just started finger painting all over us? Could you imagine that? I'd be getting the finger paint. I'd be going, look at me painting my naked body. What are you gonna do about it? I'm gonna go crazy. You know, God, yeah, you know damn well there's only certain people who are going to be allowed to get away with this, and they're any of the attractive female streamers. Alright? You and Matt should do a stream and paint each other. Matt, first of all, no. Although, I think you would most likely... You might have a better chance of seeing Matt do a body paint stream than me, okay? I'm not going to... But no, I'm not. I wouldn't really try it. So, let's see. There's more to it. Stream visibility. I don't know. Impacted by content labels. I don't know what that means. Changes to popular dances. Popular dances such as twerking, grinding, and pole dancing are now allowed without a label. So I guess you could. Can I paint you? I mean, I guess. I mean, guys are not gonna get away with painting themselves. All right, let's be real. Any of us dudes, whether we got the muscular chest or, you know, I've seen guys. I mean, like guys who look like me ain't gonna get away with it. If you wanna body paint on my Twitch stream, you go right on ahead. Maybe we'll finally make some money off of it. There we go. I want to make some extra money. Let's go body paint my girlfriend. That'll get me some attention, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Now we can apparently you can twerk, grind, and pole dance without a label, which I didn't know you could do that with a label. And no, don't expect me to pole dance either. Hey, what up, Biff? How's it going? Like I said, we both, all of us, every one of us, knows the kind of streamer that's going to get away with this and the kind that are not. Alright? For the sake of staying out of trouble, I'm not going to show in the images that I'm seeing here because I don't want to get in trouble for so many reasons. But yeah, so basically Twitch is just like they gave up. They're not even bothering to, I don't know, like I said. But anyway, something that Horace said earlier, right there, where he said Twitch is full of simps. You can't say simp on Twitch, by the way, but I'm on YouTube, so I don't know. I think you can still say it on YouTube. Can we still say Twitch on YouTube? I don't. I mean, can we still say simp on YouTube? I don't know. I know you can't say it. You're not allowed to say it on us. I know you're not allowed to say it on Twitch, but I think YouTube. I don't think they banned the word, did they? Anyway, what he said is like Twitch is full of simps right now, and like that's the thing. That is the overall thing. At the end of the day, at the end of all this, I can't 100% blame the streamers who do this. Okay? This could have not been a thing. I've seen much worse than that I'm around. Like I said, I don't know. Like Twitch is weird. It depends on like I'm not a big streamer, so I'm not going to get a lot of views. Nobody who's anybody is going to see my stream and see that and report me. So I probably don't have to worry about it. But anyway, what I'm saying here is like, you should stream on Twitch in a muscle shirt. Well, apparently I don't have to wear a shirt at all anymore. As long as I'm down to here and I guess my nipples aren't showing, I can do it. I don't know. Maybe we'll see one day. We'll find out. But but what I'm saying is like you can only blame the people who do this content so much. At the end of the day, the real problem here is the audience because they watch this, okay? They go to it, they watch it, they either A, they watch it because they like it, or B, they watch it because they hate it. Because you have dedicated, and the most dedicated thing people do these days, and I've talked about before, is hate watch things, okay? They watch it just so they can complain about it. And it's one thing, you can criticize something without bringing attention to it, right? But these people are showing straight up, they want to criticize it, and they want to talk about it in a negative light, but at the same time, they're watching it, they're taking video, they're taking pictures, they're giving it engagement, whether they're watching it for their own personal pleasure or if they're watching it to go off on it. The problem is this stuff gets the attention and it makes these streamers bigger. And the bigger these streamers are, the more money they make for the platform. So Twitch is seeing the money coming in. They don't care if you're watching it to bitch about it. They don't care if you're watching it to put your negative thoughts on it. All they know is it's bringing in the views, it's bringing in the content, and the money is coming into them. So, you know, when Twitch saw this as an opportunity to be like, hey, we can make more money off of this, so we're going to. And like I said, I'm not saying don't blame the streamer, but I place like 90% of the blame on the audience. Nobody has to watch this. Everybody can ignore it. They can go to what Twitch is supposed to be. They can go watch the gaming streams. They can go watch the wrestling streams. They can go watch political streams. Okay, there's no point. Like, go watch a political stream and be informed about what's going on in politics. All right, do that too. Like I think, you know, for better or for worse, political streams are something that should be showcased to keep people informed. But like, people can ignore this. You know, don't watch the stream with the oily chick covered in oil. Exactly. No. Yeah, I said that. Basically, the advertisers as well. Advertisers are allowing this too, because guess what? Advertisers are seeing, hey, we can get money off of this, so we're gonna go ahead. Yeah, like I said, you can only blame the streamer so much. Streamers can be ignored. Believe me, I know. But, like, if the audience, whether they're for this or against this, keep showing up, it's just going to keep growing. And that's what really sucks about it. And worse yet, you got Kick over there, which is like all sorts of chaos, which is like extremely loose rules. Excuse me. I mean, you can fucking gamble on Kick, okay? You can go over there and gamble, from what I'm understanding. If I'm wrong about that, let me know. Maybe I'm misinformed. I don't know. But my understanding that you go to Kick, and there's no regulation that stops anybody from doing gambling. Okay. I do not watch that. Super nerd. But somebody in this chat watches that. I'm not going to say who it is. But somebody, I just want to say somebody I have a very close relationship with watches that kind of stuff. Anyway, so these sites operate on the mercy of the people who fund them, so what that says goes. I know, right? It's sad. And then a lot of genuine people, you know, get... It's not horror. Hey, what up, Jalen? No, horror does not watch those kind of things. I think. I don't know. I don't know what he watches. I don't... But how would I know? I know, it's not horror. It's, like I said, somebody who I have a close relationship with. Okay? I didn't miss much, just complaining about the new policies at Twitch and how they're basically letting all the oily big boob girls just get away with whatever they want now. You know, it's basically... That's where we're at right now, Jalen. It's like Twitch adjusted their own rules, so all the... No, not my brother. He just watches gaming stuff. He watches gaming and wrestling stuff on Twitch. That's about it. I mean, gaming podcasts. No, yeah, that's why my brother doesn't watch that stuff either. If you figure it out, you'll probably be surprised who I'm talking about. I know. I just watch gaming on Twitch and stuff like that. I don't really watch anything else. But yeah. So yeah, it's kind of messed up that yeah, Twitch is just, and like, what are you gonna do? Twitch thoughts, yeah, basically, who are getting more, away with more than anybody else would, and it just seems. Super nerd. Yeah, you guessed it. No, I'm not even kidding. I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. Okay. She's gonna be so mad when I found out I called her out like that. But yeah, so I'm just like, oh god. And my thing is, the thing about it is, it's whatever. But people who are gonna be mad about this, you know, blame the audience. The audience is the one that does. They show up for this. Twitch sees the numbers and they protect those who protect those that make the most. YouTube does it too. I mean, YouTube is just as guilty. YouTube doesn't really protect like the nudity parts, but they protect like the worst human beings imaginable, content wise. YouTube, if YouTube is making them money, YouTube will just be like, whatever. And obviously Logan Paul is a big example. I don't know who the big YouTube guy is right now. Who's the biggest YouTube person that's doing the worst crap ever and getting away with it? I don't know. Like, that's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. But if you guys know, I'm just saying. But yeah, so Twitch is just, I don't know, man. Like, I want to like Twitch, but at the same time, I want to hate Twitch because of stuff like this. But who knows? Maybe one day I'll give in and I'll body paint myself on Twitch and y'all can watch that and enjoy it. I don't know. Maybe I'll make more money that way. I'll be right back. Crap Gamer and J-Tech. No, I mean, I'm not talking about people like that. I'm talking about like somebody who's like a millionaire on YouTube right now. Like, the whole world knows who they are. They're getting billions of views all the time. They're making money. Like, who's the current Logan Paul of YouTube, basically? If it's not Logan Paul, then who is it? That's my question. That's my question, because a lot of YouTubers are terrible. I know, but I'm just saying. Like, I'm asking who the... there was like the one big guy. Like I said, last time I knew it was Logan Paul. Okay, he was the biggest YouTube star and stuff like that. I'll be right back. Okay, just gonna go get something to drink real quick. Anyway. Speaking of terrible ideas, I know I'm about a week late on this one, but the VGAs, huh? Anybody besides me in this chat watch that thing? Watch that mess? I'm not really going to get too much into what happened at the VGAs. Mr. Beast? Yeah, I think he's like the biggest YouTube star right now, but I don't think he's as bad. He doesn't sound as bad as like ones in the past. He probably has done some questionable things, but I don't think he doesn't sound as bad. Like I said, I don't pay much attention to him, so I don't know. I've heard some controversies, but he doesn't seem as terrible as some people in the past. But who knows? I don't know. Anyways, for VGAs anyway. Like I said, I'm not going to get too much into what happened to VGAs. I think at this point, everybody knows how the VGAs went, everything that went wrong with it, and stuff like that. But my question is this it? Is this what we have now? Like, because they do all they basically showed was like trailers for video games, and that's fine and all, but I feel like that should be a different event. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and it was a different event. It was called E3, which is dead. A few days ago, they finally announced that they're not going to do E3 anymore. They're shutting the doors. It's over. E3 is done with. They're not doing that anymore. And it's like, now, if we want to see like these outside of like the big three companies doing their own like directs now, you got Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox doing events whenever the hell they feel like it. Outside of that, we don't have like a centralized form of what to expect from games in the future. And I feel like, you know, we're gonna talk about Jeff Keighley in a minute, because I got a question about him. Like, it's like, this is it now? Is this where we're at? Is this what we're stuck with? Is the VGAs and oh god, the Summer Games Fest? Like I said, I don't know Jeff Keighley personally. I'm sure in real life, off camera, he could be the nicest guy in the world. Maybe he rescues orphan puppies from burning buildings or something like that, you know? Peach, where am I going to put a hot tub? Where's that going to go? But now we're stuck with this guy who, for some reason, is became the spokesperson for all things game representation. Why did we allow this? I mean, it's okay for him to be one of them, but how did he become the face of this? What is going on here? I don't... How did Jeff Keighley become the face of all things gaming representation? Is basically my question. Like, who agreed to this? Can we vote on this? Can we get rid of this guy? Or at least, like, get other people in there? He's like the sole guy now. There's nobody else. Like, G4 is dead again, and nobody liked them when they came back anyway because they were so god-awful. There's no Nintendo Directs anymore. Okay, you know, Jeff played games. Okay, that's a fair point. I'm not gonna lie. I guess that's okay. But I don't know. I feel like we don't have a lot of good head representatives of gaming right now when it comes to awards or presenting or new stuff or old stuff. Like, how did Jeff become the last man standing? I don't get it. I don't know why it bothers me, but it does. But it just feels weird that this is the guy that that somehow ended up being who he is, and we're all just sitting here like, okay, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm complaining over nothing. Like I said, we got Summer's Games Fest, which I don't know, is usually not that entertaining. It just isn't. I blame the far right of a certain I mean, I really try to avoid the I try to avoid talking about how like a lot of political stuff is getting involved in this stuff right now. Although in my next topic I'm going to talk about in a few minutes is probably going to break that rule. But I think what happened with G4, the return of G4, is you had that girl, that Frost, whatever it is, she went on that rant, and that just pissed everybody off. Well, it didn't piss me off, I didn't care. I'm like, I saw what she said, I'm just like, okay. And I moved on with my life, you know, that's like, you see it all the time. People talk shit, and then you're like, okay, anyway. But, like, that really hurt them. I mean, you have this host of the show who goes off and tells you and starts going off on people saying that you're mad because basically gives a big old speech about how sexuality in games is bad, and then a few weeks later they have, was it Amaranth? Was that her? Pop out of a ball pit in a bikini. And it's like, they tried to make a comeback after that by going, oh, look, a hot girl in a bikini who's oiled up and jumping out of a ball pit. Look, look, aren't we cool? We have sexy girl. And at that point, I think it was too late. VGA should be supported by gamers, by donations from the Jeff and feedback. I mean, I think, like I said, the biggest problem with the VGAs, this just happened, was it was like, everybody was okay. Everybody expects, they expect the coming attractions, basically, the trailers. I think where they fell flat is when people won awards, they didn't even have time to speak. They're like, I'd like to thank, and then it's like, go away. And then you got that one person, you got people talking about the people they lost during production of a game, which, I think, was a noble cause. People actually died while making a game, and you want to honor them because they were a part of this, and they didn't live to see the finished product. I want to honor them, and they start playing them off and telling them to get rid of them and stuff like that. And then, I don't know, it's just weird, but... the complaints that they're making more time for celebrities than the actual gamers. And I get all that. Which is why we need something else, but we got nothing. There's nothing... We don't have E3 anymore. And it got pretty much replaced with the Video Game Awards. Which is why? And we're stuck with Jeff Keighley as the friggin' face of all this. And I just feel like we could have done a little bit better in that regard. But here we are. And anyway, go ahead and move on to my final topic of discussion here I want to talk about. Indiana Black was a name that caused G4 to went down. I don't know who that is. No idea who that is. And I guess I don't want to know. So, alright. So, we all saw this coming, okay? GTS. Grand Theft Auto 6 has announced. It was announced a couple of days ago. And Grand Theft Auto, when it comes out, at this point is a cultural phenomenon, okay? It gets the attention of everybody. Gamers, the media. It is a cultural impact. For better or for worse, the announcement, the release, and everything involved with the Grand Theft Auto game is a cultural impact upon our society. It transcends gaming at this point. It gets the attention of, gamers, media, and all that stuff. A bit off topic, but plenty of good seats for that Amon Amarth show. If I get tickets, it's probably going to be at last minute, and I hope they still have them. I do want... Oh, Frosky's... That's her real name? I don't know who... But yeah, so hopefully we'll see how that goes with Amon Amarth. I want to go ahead and, I definitely want to go ahead and check that out. I can't promise I'll end up going, but I definitely keep an eye on it as best I can. By the way, like I was saying, Grand Theft Auto 6, cultural phenomenon, it gets the attention. And of course, you know how this goes. Back when, in a couple years ago, before this whole culture war bullshit really exploded into the mainstream like it is now. When a game like Grand Theft Auto came out, or Mortal Kombat, or whatever, when this game came out, the only people we really had to worry about were politicians and lawyers who basically just wanted to make a quick buck. Alright? You know what I'm saying? It's like they wanted, like, they're the moral police. You know, they got to stop this game from coming. They got to stop this game from coming out, or they just want to like try to sue the game. They just want to sue the game's existence just to make money off it. Whether or not they really believe their moral high ground bullshit, while they're going at it, is it a completely different? That's questionable. But you know, you had like, you know, Jack Thompson. You know that guy. Remember Jack Thompson? But no, she wasn't really wrong about what she said. But gamers are a bitchy bunch, so a lot of gamers take things like way too fucking personally. But so you know, I do with lawyers and stuff like that, parental groups trying to complain about this game. But now we have these new age internet gurus. I think they're the moral majority or the moral minority. I don't know at this point. You know how they're. Yeah, Jack Thompson. I was talking about Jack Thompson right now. Jack Thompson is a fond memory compared to what we got to deal with now. All right. The thing is, like, Jack Thompson was overall harmless compared to what's going on today. Everybody laughs at Jack Thompson. Okay. Every time a violent video game came out, that guy came out here and he tried to bitch and complain about it, and everybody's like, you know what? Whatever, go away, shut up. But now, unfortunately, like I said, we have one thing we have to deal with is these like I said, these new age internet gurus who act like they're the voice of the voiceless for a society that has been forgotten and pushed down for too long. Basically, white guys. But anyway. They want to, you know, I don't want to say the names out there, but you got people like fucking, you got Andrew Tate, who looks like buff John Cryer, by the way. His brother, forgot his name. You got Tim Pool. You got all these like culture war warriors out there who got to give their hot take on this shit. You got Elon Musk in on this and saying his stupid things. Got Ian Michaels Chichua, whatever his name, Chong, whatever his name is. You got that guy who's got to get his 2 cents about this. They got all these people who think they're like the spokesperson for the forgotten man, or the manly man, or whatever like that. Now we got to deal with these people, and I feel that they are more dangerous because they have actual influence. People actually listen. There's people who listen to these idiots, right? And they're like, Jack Thompson had no influence. Maybe over some religious parents. Like, oh yeah. But now we got like these culture war morons who act like they're the superior, act like they're the fucking master race of everything. Preying on the insecurities of internet incels, whatever you want to call them. And I hate using all these terms, but I'm trying to make a point here. You know, basically, it's basically got all these people now. They're throwing their 2 cents in, and it's like they're not even gonna play this game. All right, they don't play. Culture war isn't real. It's just conservative grifters. I mean, look, man. I'll be honest with you. Culture war on both sides, whether it be liberal or conservative, they both have their grifters. Okay. I don't talk about these things, but I pay attention to them. I'm like, both of them got, sometimes it's like, okay, but all you guys need to relax. I don't really care about, you know, because you do have, like I said, okay, so you have the liberal side of this. They tell you that, you know, sexuality in games is bad. Attractive people in video games is a standard. Like, they say stupid shit too, okay? Everybody who, whether it be on the left side of things or the right side of things, anybody to me who complains about how attractive or unattractive a video game character is, it's just fucking weird to me, okay? Whether you're against, like, if people are complaining, oh, this character looks too hot, it's unrealistic. Shut up, you're fucking stupid, alright? They're dumb too, okay? And the people go, how dare they put ugly people in this game? It's like, shut up, both of you shut the hell up right now. They're fictional characters. It doesn't matter if they're attractive or not. You can't touch them. They're not going to jump out of the screen and fuck you. Okay? You see what I'm saying? It's like, none of that's going to happen. They're not real. You can't touch them. Maybe in the far future, when virtual reality and holographic technology is like way better, maybe then you can finally fuck the fictional characters in the video game. But as of right now, you can't do it. So it doesn't really matter how attractive they are now, does it? But anyway, yeah, so like I said, culture war works on both sides, and they're both fucking morons. Shut the fuck up, play your video game, and have a good time. And if you don't like the video game, don't play it. Play what you do like, don't play what you don't. It's that simple. But anyway, like I said, you got these people talking about, like, oh, the video game has you shooting cops. How? I'm like, it's a fucking video game. No, we're not going to shoot cops in real life. We're not that dumb. We know better. 90% of us. You know, okay, yeah, there's a small percentage who like to try to do the, like, there's a small percentage who try to do the Grand Theft Auto shit in real life, and they end up dead. Okay? That's how they end dead. Okay? They don't magically get sent to a hospital and have a. I like. Somebody said the most unrealistic thing about Grand Theft Auto is affordable healthcare system, and it's true if you think about it, because you have in Grand Theft Auto you get hurt and then you wake up and you come out of the hospital completely healed with minimal money taken out of your bank account. It's funny. Yeah, the most unrealistic thing about Grand Theft Auto is the healthcare system. It's an affordable healthcare system. But you know, these people, yeah, they're definitely doing the grift, and like, you know, people are just going crazy about this game. They're swearing up and down. Oh, the main character is a female, but that's a transgender. They're trying to push the trans agenda, and I'm like, bro, it's a video game. I think it's just a feature of the fact that the internet gives everyone a seat at the table, including annoying people, every political pseudo woke scolds, and grifters. Exactly. I mean, these people probably always existed, but they didn't really have a way of getting out there and saying their stupid shit. But the problem with that is like most of society should be like, bro, go back to your fucking basement. Nobody cares what you think. But these people are somehow accumulating influence. I don't understand how it works. I don't. Like, the people have a savior complex, and you got the people having an inferiority complex. It's just like, it's weird. Maybe I should play Grand Theft Auto. I'm like, you know what's funny? Speaking of that, you know, there's that whole exchange on Twitter. That one guy, I forgot who it was, he said, I never played any of the GTA games. GTA games I never played. I don't know who that is. Nobody fucking cares. Then you have Elon Musk going, well, I didn't play it either because I don't like doing crime. You're not doing crime. You're playing a video game. You're not committing any crimes at all. Right? You're playing video games. It's not illegal. Like, you're not committing a crime by shooting virtual cops. Okay? People are complaining about a female protagonist. Like, I do believe in the first two Grand Theft Auto games. Now, the first two GTA games were top-down shooters, right? And from my understanding, you could pick from different characters, and one of the characters was female. Like, you could pick a female character in the first two GTA games. To my understanding, maybe it wasn't both of them. I don't know. But like the first two GTA games, they had no story. It was a top-down, fun little indie-looking game where you could like run around, shoot people, steal cars, and do all these crazy things. But I do believe you could pick your character, and one of them was a female. So I know now they're acting like female leads in video games are like a new thing. It's been going on for a long time. Okay, but like I said, we live in this weird ass version of time where like suddenly female leads in anything is bad. I mean, it's been going on for a long time. I mean, you got the Alien series, Sigourney Weaver. You got, you know, Anyway, you have Elon saying, I couldn't do crime. I couldn't finish the game. It's a fucking video game. And hey, you can play other games. And then you had that Ian Michael, that one guy, Ian Michael Chong, everybody says his name. He's going, I'm so glad that shooting cops in Cyberpunk was optional. I couldn't finish GTA either. And then somebody showed that he has like 200 something articles about how to kill cops in Grand Theft Auto. So it was a trifecta between notable racist Elon Musk, notable racist Ian Miles Chong, and notable racist Tim Pool. Well, no, the guy who said he never played a GTA game was some guy named Dave. I don't know who it is. As far as Tim Pool goes, I don't understand. I don't really talk about that guy. I'm aware of who he is. I'm aware of the stupid shit he says, but I'm not going to waste my time talking about the stupid shit he says, because it's fucking stupid. And I'm just like, clearly, the only thing I can say about this guy is he does not go outside, at all. He doesn't go anywhere. I don't think he even has any friends in real life. Alright? I don't think the guy has any actual friends. At all. And if he does, they're probably online, and I don't think he's ever actually been to... I don't think he goes anywhere. But I'm not gonna dedicate much time to those people, because I'm not here to talk about that. I just want to talk about how they're complaining about Grand Theft Auto 6, a game they're never gonna play anyway. But they're gonna bitch about it from between now and probably 3 years until after this game is out. Okay, when this game comes out, we think things are bad now when the game just has one trailer. So far, the game only has one trailer. Rockstar said they had more than one trailer on the way in the next couple of years. So we got this entirety of 2004 to look forward to, where we're going to get more information at Grand Theft Auto 6. Whether it be trailers, or video game, or gameplay videos, you're going to see a lot of that. And these balding motherfuckers. I know I should not be making fun of balding people, but then again, I'm not out there trying to act like I'm like the superior master race guy when I'm losing my hair. Okay? It's going to be a wild ride, and it's going to be funny, and there's going to be memes, and I think we're all going to have a good time, except for these people, because they're going to just make themselves miserable over the existence of this game. That's all I'm saying, okay? So get ready, strap in, folks. It's going to be a wild, possibly 2 years. Now, I know they said Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out in 2005, but we don't know when in 2005. It could be all the way, and my best guess is it is going to be around the October-November time frame of there. So, like I said. But they're not going to play this game, but they're definitely going to have this game. Everything that happens from now until 2037, they're going to have this game under a microscope, and they're going to just sit there and watch it and bitch and complain about every little thing. And all it's going to do at the end of the day is get people more interested. This game is gonna Grand Theft Auto 5 sold billions of copies. It made billions of dollars, and that was before we had all these people trying to give undue attention to it, trying to bitch about it. We are now in the age where people will bitch about every little thing, and they're going to give it so much more publicity than Rockstar could ever hope to dream of. And it's going to be free. All right, they're going to give Grand Theft Auto 5 free publicity. They're not going to make a fucking dime off of getting the attention to Grand Theft Auto 6. So all these people, I know none of them are going to see what I'm going to say. But you can whine, you can bitch, you can moan, you can criticize all you want that this game is coming and it's existing. You're not going to stop it. And all you're going to do is make it stronger with every fucking video you come out with to complain about it. So, thank you. You're going to get me very interested in this game. Hell, maybe I'll just cave and buy a PS5 so I can finally play the game. Okay? You know about that? I'm about to spend probably about $600. $500 for the game and $100 for the super special edition, just so I can play it, because all these people who did nothing to complain about just piqued my interest. But like I said earlier, Grand Theft Auto is a cultural phenomenon at this point. It gets the attention beyond the gamer sphere. All right, they're going to talk about it on the internet. They're going to talk about it on social media. They're going to talk about it in the regular media. I mean, no matter what happens, it's going to get the attention. And Rockstar is just going to rake in. Even if the game ends up being a steaming pile of crap and it sucks, it's still going to make its money. So, people sitting there complaining about it. And a lot of these people, honestly, they don't care about the game. What they do know is that, like I said, they do know exactly that's a cultural phenomenon, and they can talk about it, and it's gonna get the attention from their audience. That's just gonna bring them more and more money and all that stuff. So, like I said, they don't care about the game at all. Like, they're not gonna play it, or they will play it to complain about it. So, just to rile up their audience, because they know outrage sells, and the more outrage videos they do about it, the more attention they get. Which brings us back to my point I made earlier. You can only blame the streamer so much. At one point, you gotta hold the audience accountable, because these are the motherfuckers who are keeping this stuff alive. You think they learned that? Like the episode of The Simpsons. Just don't look. Just don't look. Yeah, remember that? So, anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Yeah, I don't know what else to... There ain't not much else to talk about. Those are a couple of things I want to talk about and get off my chest today. As far as streaming on Twitch, I might do something tomorrow. I don't know yet. We'll see. I was thinking of streaming on Twitch today, but I had my car stuff to deal with, and I just, like... I felt like actually, like, talking about stuff today, so, anyway, that's pretty much it. All I really got to say for today. But yeah, so, go play some Redfall. You know what game I'm actually playing right now? Is Forspoken. And I know a lot of... I like, every time I tell people that, they roll their eyes, but I've actually been enjoying the game. I think it's a fun game. I've been enjoying it. But every time you tell people playing Forspoken, they act like they're like, I'm like, shut the fuck up. I like the game. I think it's fun. So I've been enjoying it so far. We'll see. Maybe I'll after a while be like, okay. But like I said, I've been enjoying Forspoken and stuff. I think later on down the road, I might actually do a stream talking about that game. But anyway, I do believe that is enough for today. I've reached the my desired hour that I usually like to do streaming with. So anyway, so yeah, and then like I said, may or may not stream on Twitch tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. But anyway, people, thank you. Oh, hi, Potter. Thanks for joining us, but unfortunately we're closing out for the day. Anyway, just like to say, appreciate everybody for stopping by. And, what are my holiday plans? Psh, nothing. I gotta be honest with you, I'm just not feeling very holiday-ish this year. There's too much stuff going on. Like, you know, Nancy's parents dying, that's kind of like, it's basically like my parents dying. I came so close to her mom that it was like, kind of like losing my own mom. Myself, and then our cat dies. She gets surgery and didn't quite make it, and the cat dies, which, I don't know, I still think, like, after that, I would have got my money back and be like, hey, my cat died because of your surgery, can I get a refund? That's what I would say. And then, of course, the truck that crashes into my house and into my car. So I lost my vehicle. It's considered a loss. It's being towed away. It's going to get towed away, and that's the end of that. But anyway, like I said, That's all I really got to say this time. And, yeah, so that's it. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Like I said, possible Twitch tomorrow. Not promising, but we'll see. And, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. And I will see you guys next time.